friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to show you a couple of or maybe 3 or 4, no, really 3 kits where I have previously I have made these either page kits or base pages, and I have selected my photos to go with them, and I am in the process of putting embellishments from my stash or from a collection if indeed it could have been a class, things like that in terms of base pages. So I'm going to just walk you through a little bit of my process. I know I have some subscribers that are fairly new. You may have found my kit videos where I make page kits just from things from my stash. And I am trying my best here to grab and show you. I'm going to fan out some. Oh, I have some stickers in here, which is great. I wasn't even aware. So these are my papers. I have brought in some 6x6 papers with that. This obviously being the inspiration for bringing in these additional colors. I have my photos. And before I knew that I had a sticker sheet, I did, there's not a ton. I've used quite a few. But are some that I pulled from some of my themed embellishments that are not part of collections. And these continue. And then these are from some of these, and these are from my notebook that I have by set up for die cuts, non-collection die cuts by color. And then I also went through my chipboard. So I really do try my best. Those are kind of my go-to because they really are already organized by things that I'm very familiar with, if that makes sense. So I'm doing that. I'm going to put a twist on them, but I just wanted to show you for right now. This is how far I've gotten. I'm going to do a little twist this go around. I just came up with it in my head. But I may save that for another installment because I'm mostly going to show you my created kits. This happens to be a base page. I have put the photos together. Nope, I have to print the photos. That's what this is. Oh my goodness, can't even get the paper off. Okay, so this is using the Echo Park Winter Collection. I do have the 6x6 paper pad, and while I have a lot of cut aparts, I don't seem to have like a sticker sheet. So one of my reasons for bringing in the 6x6 paper pad is that I could also fussy cut either phrases or actual items from these pages to make embellishments. Probably not that one, but I could cut this one out. It might, if I wanted, I could die cut snowflakes from these papers. Any number of possibilities. I could also use this paper to mat my photos. So for that reason, I brought in the paper pad. And then I also went through my stash. I went through my winter stash and found these Ellie Studio Winter Puffy stickers. not all of the colors go with this, but enough of them that I think I maybe could make it work. I also went through and found these in my winter section of my themed die cuts. So I am putting that together, and that will make another kit. Again, I'm making these kits for a crop that I'm attending in April, but if I don't use them, I'm not even sure at this point. I've lost count of how many kits I have because it's been a while. I haven't been down here in my space, you know, during the winter months, but the first day of spring has come and gone. Okay, this is another one that I have to print the photos, but this is another base page. Hold on, I forgot to put these with the last kit. And so that's my little reminder for which photos. And this is very plain, right? This base page, really, really plain. But I have these particular die cuts. They are from the family section of my theme die cuts that are non-collection, and then I took some from the camera section. I have a camera film type section. So that, and that's the photo. That's what will go in here. This last one was very much probably the easiest one out of them all. At this point, my guess is that I probably have enough kits, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Okay, let's flip this over. I have a base page. I have my photos. I even have the mats. I'm not going to be using that big of, but here is, it's a 2-pager because there's a lot of photos too. And I took a class using the Simple Stories Acorn Lane collection. Oh, this is beautiful. And I still have all of the embellishments. So I am just using my pocket of embellishments, and I keep these separate with a little notation if I know, for example, that I still have base pages that I need to finish because I haven't fully finished them, and then I just give myself a little hint as to the class and then when I took it, just to be able to use it as reference. So I am including this. Again, much more than I will use. And then for the remaining, I have a bunch. I have, let's see, let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 more kits, but these are just paper. I'm going to spend some time today. These are all travel themed. So again, I want to make sure that the kits are together. Does that make sense? But it was more important for me to match up my photos to paper, even if I don't use them all in my April crop, if that makes sense. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little bit of a session here, because most of these, all of these, let me just double check this one because I'm not 100% with this one. It feels like it. All of these are 49 and Market. All of these. There are a couple of different collections, maybe more than a couple. So I previously made those. If you've missed any of them, I do have a playlist regarding kits, and so you can refer to them that way. But I'm going to show you what I've done with my 49 and Market embellishments, because it's a whole thing. All right, let me move some stuff here. Let me make sure this is well lit, so I apologize if it wasn't before. So I have an iris container full of my 49 and Market and also some additional travel embellishments. And I have sorted my 49 and Market mostly by color. This is what you find. This is used to be one of the inserts that Iris used to make for their iris bins. Their iris bins, yeah. They no longer sell them, but I think there's other companies, or they may have kind of resurrected some other company. I don't know. I use this one and like that's it. But I think I've seen them in the store, or I've seen somebody mention. I don't know. You guys, if they sell iris containers in your store, you may be able to find something comparable to this. What I like about this particular organization is that I'm able to organize this and create the size that I need, which is, I really like that about this particular tool. And then I have put all of my neutrals in this section here. That should go there. I have put my neutrals like over here. I have put my branding strips over here. And then these are like the larger type of ephemera that I really can't fit anywhere, or there's multicolor. So there's some of that. So that's what I'm going to be using. I find that for me, this solution for the 49 and Market has been working because I'm able to tap into other lines that may not completely coordinate, like the embellishments may not coordinate with the kit that I bought, but I can use them interchangeably, particularly if they're neutral colors. So I also have an iris container over here. That's where this tray was. Move this off to the side here, and then I can hopefully show you. And I apologize for the glare. So these are my themed but not 49 and Market type travel embellishments. There's different ones. There's Tim Holtz down here. There is some 49 and Market florals and things like that under there. These are more dimensional, these ones, and you've got wood veneer. These are very country specific. And then what I've done is I've put my 49 and Market ones back here. I just realized I didn't pull out some of these stamps. Maybe I'll go through this one again. I don't remember all that well. And maybe I'll go through these as well and sort them by color. Because I didn't do that yesterday. This is empty, but I love using these, right? And I bought the Wherever collection, and I also bought the vintage the Wherever and the vintage artistry Wherever. I have both of those collections mixed in here. Wherever does include a little bit more of the turquoisey. They're a little bit, they remind me of almost like fallish type colors, whereas the artistry, it's a little bit more vibrant. So I do have the film strips for the Everywhere collection. I have them kind of separated by color. What you don't see in here is that there is another, I think, is there another one? Yeah, let me just figure out which way it's facing. I put a bunch of the different, what do you call these? The inserts for the ephemera, and I am just using them like little pockets, if you will. If you see, like, this folds over, and it's just easy. They're separated already, so if there's a particular color that I need, I know that orange is here. I'll know blue is in the middle, and green is on the other side. So it's just really easy for me to pull in and pull out. This one I haven't done it yet because I don't have the extra room, and I was a little hesitant to mix up my film strips from the collections, but eventually I probably will, just because there's no turquoise in here. I could very much put them, and there's also no neutral unless you count the orange as neutral, which for right now at least it's working this way, and it also has some additional embellishments there. I also have a bunch of different rub-ons. I don't know that I think I just ended up getting a bunch of the different ones from, this one is like almost used up here. This is from one of the collections. This is the Everywhere collection. This is Everywhere, and this is another kind of just general. I've been using them though, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to be tapping into these as I create my kits. And I may make notes for myself in the event that I don't want to put these necessarily in the page kits, but I just want to refer like, hey, you had an idea that this would look good. This particular one would look good on your page, that sort of thing. All right, so I will come back to these and sort them. And I'm just going to show you one more thing before I get started here. I also have a small 5x7 iris bin full of different travel related ephemera. So there's little ephemera, there's big ephemera. All of this is non-collection, with the exception of Bicky Bootin, which is down here. I forget what this is called, but this is the very thin papery packs. I think that's what they're called. So I have one of those that came with a class. So I have that at the bottom. Just some random stuff, but a lot of Bicky Bootin is in there. The other thing, I recently watched somebody who, I believe it was Melanie from Creatively Crafted Life. I think that's her YouTube handle. And she went ahead and she added her to her travel stuff. She added her 3x4, I should say her pocket page cards, project life cards, whatever you want to call them. She added this to her travel section. Now, I have gone and done something similar, but I will say she had a lot of these different cards and what have you, and she did go through them to double check and see whether or not she would use them, right? If it was something that she could definitely see herself using. I'm already seeing some as I'm picking different things up, like I would never use that, I would never use that, but I kept them. So I want to make sure that I also go through these, and then hopefully it will close, because right now it's not closing. I mean, I could force it, but that kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm going to go through these as well, and also give these a little bit of a sort, and then we'll see how far I get with matching ephemera up to the kits that I have without embellishment, which are right there. All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give this a little bit of a sort, and I'll be back to show you what I was able to match up. Okay, friends, so now I am back with my paper kits that I have added embellishments to. I've added little notes for the different things, anywhere between things that I need to make sure that I include in the page kits to which pictures I may still have to print, if I need to add any other sort of embellishment as I was going through this. Honestly, for some of them, I just didn't find titles within what my 49 and Market selection was. So I also made some notes around what I may need, if I need titles in particular, because then I'll know that I'll have to bring some sort of alpha to the crop. if I do indeed bring these to the crop. I always like to have a reserve of these page kits available so that on days when I'm struggling to scrapbook, if I'm super busy, I can just work on one of these and just feel like I'm accomplishing something. So these definitely do not go to waste, and I keep on just making them because I do like to have quite a bit in my stash. Um, the other thing that I will mention is that this is another way, as you probably saw from the first clip, is the best way that I find. I use base pages. Obviously, when I have something, some photos that I know may be really appropriate. Obviously, I'm trying to be really deliberate these days about my photo printing, and so that will come probably in a separate video. What I will show you one of the ways that I'm approaching this. So that is it. Those are all the page kits. I am so glad that you stayed with me. Here are even the ones that I did with you on camera, or that I showed you earlier, with the new ones as well. And those are some base pages. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.